Hey there, cats and kittens, and Happy New Year! I hope you guys had a safe and fun New Year's Eve. And so what I'll be doing now is I'm going to be looking into my crystal ball and predicting what I think is going to happen in the Marvel Universe in 2018. Firstly, let's look at the big guys. We're going to start with the Hulk. Bruce Banner will return. So what does that mean for the Hulk family? Now for a while there, and I have a link to my video, are there too many Hulks and Spider-Men? I thought that the Hulk family and the Spider-Man family were way too big. So I predict that when Bruce Banner comes back, you will have him, you will have a return to the classic green, sexy, funny, smart Jennifer Walters She-Hulk. And the real question is, what's going to happen with Amadeus Cho? Well, I'm going to make the prediction that either he'll become the new Red Hulk, because as I've seen in recent issues of US Avengers, the character of Thunderbolt Ross, aka the Red Hulk, seems to have lost a lot of his luster, a lot of his shine, and so I think that that character is going to slowly phase out and Amadeus Cho will become the new Red Hulk. Or, here's what I hope will happen. What's going to happen is that Amadeus Cho, in tribute to his past incarnations, will resume using the golden mace of Hercules, and in addition will still be a super strong, invulnerable guy, maybe red or maybe a different color, but I'm hoping that they're able to incorporate more Asian mythology or folklore to make him a new type of super strong, invulnerable guy with intelligence. So we'll see. Now, what about Spider-Man? Well, Peter Parker has returned, and I predict that Miles Morales will be a hot new star. He's going to get more exposure and expect his stock to rise. So I think the Spider-Man family will really be Peter Parker, Miles Morales, and even though a lot of their luster is also going out, I still think Silk has a shot of gaining more popularity, but it'll be to the detriment of Spider-Gwen, who I don't, in my perception, really hasn't taken that next step of popularity. So I think either her book will be canceled or she'll become more of a B-level star and maybe start fading away. Time will tell. Now what about, well, what I understand is a new Ben Reilly. Honestly, I don't think the market will support it, and I think he'll be a beloved niche character, but I think his book will go away, and we'll see less and less of him. I don't think they'll kill him off again. Maybe he'll get shunted off to a parallel Earth, but either which way, I think they're probably going to have to reimagine that character again. Jessica Drew is not going to make a comeback, I don't think, unless someone reimagines her or gives her a new direction, but I don't think the future is going to be very bright for Jessica Drew, and we might not see her again, unless maybe she gets a Netflix spotlight of some sort. Now, what about Thor? Well, Thor is going to come back. I've seen some predictions that he's going to get a golden hammer, which I don't think will work. What I think will happen, that if Thor comes back with a golden hammer, Jane Foster will temporarily die, and they'll bring her back for some kind of artificial sales boost, but that this golden hammer will go to her. I think the most likely route is that Thor will come back, Thor Odin's son, will come back with the classic Mjolnir, and they'll go the Beta Ray Bill or Thunderstrike route with Miss Foster, and she'll get a new kind of enchanted Warhammer. And I think that's what's going to happen with her. I don't expect that she'll really disappear entirely, but they'll give her a brief rest. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is, well, right now the current Sorcerer Supreme is Loki. Expect Loki to hold on to this title for a little while. However, I wouldn't be surprised, I wouldn't be shocked if before Stephen Strange full on becomes Doctor Strange again, that will happen, that there might be another interim Sorcerer Supreme. And I wouldn't mind if Dr. Voodoo became that again, because I thought that his run as Sorcerer Supreme was too short. So that would be something I would like, but I honestly don't think it's going to be Loki and then Stephen Strange once more. I think it's going to be Loki, somebody else, and then the return to the classic Doctor Strange as the Sorcerer Supreme. What about the X-Men? Well, as you guys know, Disney has managed to reacquire some licenses back, and so expect a big surge of popularity, a big surge of promotion for the X-Men, and I think the future is going to be bright for them. Also, because things are now back under the Marvel Disney banner, expect to see the Fantastic Four come back in all their glory. And I think there's going to be a big push for the Fantastic Four, and they're going to try to round up some big name writers and artists. Captain America, well, Steve Rogers is back, and I expect that you're going to see less and less of the Hydra, and I think that's just that didn't really pan out to the extent that they wanted it to pan out, so expect to see really less and less mention of that, and more the classic Steve Rogers. What about the breakout stars? Well, I think the breakout stars are going to be definitely the Black Panther. This is going to be the year of the Black Panther, as his movie, I predict, will be a big hit, and expect to see him have the spotlight more, and expect to see, hopefully they don't strip mine him like they did the Ghost Rider and the Punisher back in the day, and they allow him to be in more things, but they don't overexpose him. But expect to see a lot of characters that Marvel wants to give a boost to have worked with the Black Panther. This is going to be the Black Panther's year above all of the characters. Any other breakout stars? I expect that Squirrel Girl, being so family friendly and so friendly to young women in particular, is going to get a big boost. I don't think you should count out the new Ghost Rider. The Ghost Rider, I think, is going to have a good year as well. Also, it's, of course, a no dub, but Deadpool will continue to rise in popularity, so I expect big things coming from Deadpool as well. The real twist in all this is, what about Miracle Man? Well, Marvel has been trying to work through the legal issues with Miracle Man, but let's see what happens with him. The character that's going to suffer, though, if he takes off, will be the Sentry, because I know you could do like a Superman versus Captain Marvel kind of thing with the Sentry versus Miracle Man, but unless they give the Miracle Man his own Earth, I just think the characters power-wise are so similar that one is going to really cancel out the other. So expect Marvel to make a big decision involving Miracle and the Sentry as far as who's the guy they want to push. The one thing I do hope that happens is, rather than just keep flooding the market with new characters, I'm hoping that Marvel looks back at some of its classic characters from decades past, give them maybe a slight costume reworking, and really give those characters a chance to shine. I think Marvel has some really great characters with the right creative crew could really take the market by storm. Expect to see big things happen with Miss Marvel. Riri Williams, I think, is going to have a great year. So I think it's going to be a good year for those characters. Now, the one other thing I will end this video with is, Marvel saw the success of Wonder Woman as a character, and so Marvel is going to be looking who is going to be their Wonder Woman equivalent. You of course have Captain Marvel, but outside the Carol Corps, I haven't seen like a big wellspring of attention for her, so that might not work out to the extent they wanted to. So expect Marvel to give more spotlight to Storm of the X-Men, as well as America Chavez, who I think does have some potential there. And additionally, again, I'm going to bring up the She-Hulk, because again, she's very consumer friendly. And I think the thing with her, though, in order to be seen more as a powerhouse, expect to see a boost in super strength and especially super speed with the She-Hulk. Because I think right now, if Wonder Woman and She-Hulk were to fight, it would be over in a few panels. So expect to see, not to the extent where she's moving planets, but expect to see Jennifer Walters get a power boost, and especially a boost in super speed reflexes. So it's more believable that in case they ever do want to do a Wonder Woman versus She-Hulk crossover book, that the reader can believably expect that it wouldn't be over in 2 panels. Alright guys, well, those are all my predictions for Marvel 2018, and I'm curious to know, what do you guys think is going to happen in the Marvel Universe? What characters do you guys think will take off? And what characters do you think are going to have a good year? What character do you think you might have a bad year? I'll be curious to know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Thank you guys for everything that you guys did in the past year, and I'm hoping that we can grow together. Guys, my immediate goal And I'm hoping that you guys will tell your friends and family about these videos so we can get to 700 subscribers. We're nearly there. So I would love your help with that. And I would love to get to 400 on Twitter. So as always, on all my social media, you can find me at Lord Coyote 2000. I wish you all a safe and prosperous New Year. You guys are awesome. Take care now. Bye.